it worked, I think, on its own out in Warren, but I think it kind of works better here.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
This is the recreation of the sculpture by Don Gummer, who's a major American artist and sculptor. The area where the sculpture is now was basically a pedestrian area for students going over the bridge and entering the campus. Now it's going to be much more inviting for the students and the artwork to be seen and to be affecting the community. I think it's going to be a major mark in this community, and we're really looking forward to the reaction of the folks in Youngstown to this wonderful work of art.
I draw, I paint, I make sculpture, mainly sculpture, and I like to do site-specific or things that work. It works in a field, it works here. If something's good, it works pretty much anywhere. Before it was out in the middle of a big field, which I liked a lot, which looked good, I thought, but now bringing it here, it gives it a different sense of scale, and I like it in another way here. So it worked, I think, on its own out in Warren, but I think it kind of works better here. So it has a dialogue with the architecture and the space. It looks like it was made for this spot. What I like about it here is I want it to be kind of an inspirational piece. It's all about going up, finding levels, and then going up another level. So it's sort of, an inspiration. Hopefully students will see it that way, that it's striving for something.
Don Gummer is an abstract sculptor, and which makes him somewhat unique. Most sculptors today, there's a representative element to the work, a narrative element. With Don Gummer, there's really no apparent narrative, although I think we will carry our own idea of a narrative when we stand before this work of art, and maybe get a glimpse of of Don Gummer's process. To me, he's a major artist, a significant artist from Indiana, so he's a Midwestern artist, and he's been a wonderful friend to the Youngstown community. We've had exhibits at the Butler of his work, and of course now this amazing work of art, this amazing sculpture, which I think is going to be the most important thing that he will have done.
From what it is now, it's got to be, the surface has to be refinished, and to make it, there's some spots. It's been outside for a while in the yard of the contractor. It was taken apart, stored, and then now for about 4 years. So now it's up, so I want to get it all cleaned up and the surface more homogenized. Brilex made the piece originally. I made a couple different models, a small model about 1.5 feet high, then I made a 4 foot high model, and then from that model, Brilex then enlarged it to this size. So when it was up at the Warren branch of the museum, I wanted it, the building it was in front of, that was behind it, was 20 feet high, and I wanted it to be 22 feet high. So they made it 22 feet high. And I made about 5 different versions of it, tweaked it different ways. And then when I got where I thought worked best, then I gave that over to Brilex, and then they made it from that.
It's a piece that is part of the Butler collection, but our friendship with the university it can be clearly seen in the positioning of the work and the fact that two university presidents, I think, thought it was a wonderful idea. To me, abstract art is a beautiful thing. It's a creative process that is unlike any other in the arts. And Don Gummer's sculpture has proved positive of that. I think when people see it walking across the bridge, they're going to be excited by it.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.